Welcome to the Disneyland Forever podcast, your source for all things from the happiest place on earth. For more updates, make sure that you follow us on Facebook and Instagram at Disneyland Forever, and you can check out our website, DisneylandForever.com. Hey everyone.
Hello.
It's Jordan.
And Daniel.
And we are back from our cruise.
Yes, it was very fun.
It's very exhausting too.
We got randomly sunburned in random places.
Not randomly sunburned, but yes, in random places.
I was not even out in the sun and I got sunburned. No, I have like a V-shaped.
They were splotchy.
Yeah, I have a V-shaped sunburn on my left ankle and a finger-shaped one on my right chest.
Nothing made sense.
It was very odd. Clearly, I did not put the sunscreen on well.
It was one of those sunburns. And we both had those. But you know, it's all good. We had a good time. We did enjoy the sun. And
weirdly, Florida was not humid.
I don't want to dwell on it because
amazing,
it was pleasant.
Which never happens.
Yeah, I'd like to not dwell on that because it was not normal.
Yep.
So I don't want to get my hopes up. The future of that happening again.
I wish that was the way it always was.
It would be nice if it were, but...
It felt like a Utah day, to be honest.
It honestly actually did. It was a little annoying, but it was good because we spent a day in Disney Springs at the end. It was cheaper for us to spend a day in Florida at the end of the cruise and fly back the next morning than it was to fly back home the day our cruise came in.
$300 per person more.
$300 to $400, something like that. Like, it was ridiculously less expensive to do that. So we did that.
Sure. Disney Springs. It was fun.
Did Gideon's Bakehouse and everything.
Yes.
So it's all good.
So good.
So we are back. And what we decided to talk about this week, just because I know we've talked about it I think twice before, but it's not so much that it always changes, but there's just always nuances to remind everyone about. So we are going to be talking about Lightning Lane Multipass today. This is what used to be called Genie Plus. Do not confuse it with any of the other services that used to be free or only mildly paid for.
So confusing.
This is very different. But people are always wondering about it and always trying to figure it out and always misusing it. So
yeah, I think they made it a little less confusing now because Genie is still just the thing that lets you or tells you
that
these
made
are some
easier.
Suggestions. But yeah, we'll go over it.
I think they almost kind of abandoned that terminology because no one understood it.
Yeah, very odd.
It was a Bob Chapek thing. So we're going to be talking about Multipass. And the basics of what we think you need to know about it and things that will help you to make the most out of the purchase if this is what you decide that you want to do.
Yep.
So we will be getting into that. First, we do have a new review.
We do. We're running out of them, so please write more.
It always sounds so desperate when you say it like
yes,
that.
It is. I'm very desperate for love and attention.
At least you're honest about it.
Like our cat. This is from... It's either Milo Able Dodger or Miloable Dodger.
I don't think it's the second one.
But it sounds so fun. Sorry if I butcher it either way. But they said, helpful trip for planning. I will be traveling to Disneyland for the first time ever this October. Ooh. And this podcast has been so helpful in planning, even more than the travel agent. The 30-minute runtime is perfect for my commute to work, too. Thank you guys. You're welcome. Who came up with the 30-minute time constraint again?
Pretty sure it was me.
Who did that?
So,
who was it?
Thank you so much.
Yes, thank you so much. Tell all your friends to listen to it and write reviews too, because I think we only have one left. I don't know what to do. I mean, people always still come out and help us, but there's only one left. What do I do?
Okay, I guess you have to leave a review now to keep Dan from having an aneurysm. So,
what do I
do? But we really do appreciate everybody. We're glad to hear that it's helpful. It is a way to help support us, just because it helps people know that this is actually helpful to listen to, and it gives us feedback. We do appreciate the feedback that we get from you guys. It helps us know what's working, what's not, and we love reading from it. We love hearing from you guys. Share it with other people that you know of that might appreciate this or might just get a kick out of it. I don't know.
we really don't get much out of this. It's not like a moneymaker.
No.
We make like 10 cents per 3 months or something from the
I think it's like a couple times a year I get a notification from that says that you got a new payout from the ads, and it's like
25 cents.
Yeah, it's not much. It just basically pays for
So
the equipment we buy.
it really is for love and attention for Dan. So
It really is. At the end of the day.
I'm very needy.
I was just about to say that. You are needy.
That's okay.
But thank you for everyone who's done it so far. So you can leave us a 5-star rating on Apple or Spotify or Audible and a 5-star review on Apple. And again, if you notice these 5-star reviews on Apple outside the United States, take a screenshot and send it to us because we can't see those.
Nope.
We can only see the ones that are within the country in which we are currently located. So when we have done this internationally, we can't see the United States ones.
When we go again, we should look at and make sure there's not one in that language.
In Japanese?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think that's going to happen.
We can translate it.
Anywho, we do have some news that we want to go over. The first thing, I need to mention this first because it's kind of like urgent, and that is everyone has been asking about this for ages from us. And so Pride Night goes on sale
Today,
the day that this drops.
Yep.
It's this morning.
Go get it if you want to go.
It says no later than, I believe it's 9 a.m. Pacific time. Anyway, go online now and get in the queue for those tickets if this is something that you are wanting to do. There's only 2 nights. Now, the Magic Key pre-sale did not really sell out today, which was surprising. I don't know if that's supposed to be an indicator of what's going to happen with the sales.
Is it June 16th and 18th? Is that
June 16th and 18th. It's a Monday and a Wednesday. So I don't know if they're either going to sell out really fast or within a couple of days. But if you're thinking you want to go, get on it sooner than later, just to hedge your bets. But finally, they are selling tickets for that. I really do think it had to do with Star Wars Night because they're also still selling tickets for Star Wars Night.
Okay.
They're still available.
Whatever.
So I think they just realized they couldn't wait any longer for Pride Night. They needed to sell the tickets, so they're going for it. Next thing, we may as well just kind of throw this out there because it's a thing that happened.
Nudity.
And it's gross. Yep, nudity again. At first was at Small World, and now it was at Tiana's Palace. I couldn't find the videos. I think the videos were taken down, but I did find still photos. Yes, there was a lot of just very oh, look at that.
Oh, okay.
Now, these were edited photos, but...
A Canadian man.
Yes, he scaled the building at Tiana's Palace. He got up on those balconies. So that means, you know what that means. Who got the close-up view of everything? Those in Salon Nouveau.
Oh, yes. Yes. The higher
Club
up.
33.
Club 33, even higher up than us. The platinum people.
They got the most up close and personal with it. The second worst group were those at Tiana's Palace.
It was an unnamed perk of being a platinum Club 33.
I don't know if that's a perk. But yeah, I don't know what was going on. I'm actually surprised I saw photos of him literally walking on the... awning, that cloth awning. Apparently, it can support the body weight of a grown man.
Well, he was arrested for
me.
public nudity and use of narcotics. So clearly, he was.
You mean he wasn't in his right mind?
Not in his right mind. When I was looking up the stuff for this, I found they did follow up of the one that Small World, and yes, he was also on drugs, as I thought.
Was he?
Not surprised.
I'm not at all surprised about that. So that did happen.
Don't do drugs.
The thing I was most upset about were people who were angry at Disney for this happening. I'm like, and Disney was supposed to do what?
You have to do.
I don't know what they were supposed to do.
Do a drug test for everyone as they go in.
Yeah, no, they're not going to do that. So anyway, last couple of things. It's a Small World has had a bit of a delay. So it has been closed since the end of the holiday season when they closed It's a Small World holiday. And they had announced it was going to be open later this month. Actually next week is when it was supposed to open. It's now been delayed and it's not going to open until the 6th of May.
What's the problem now?
They didn't say. All they said is that it's been delayed. So who knows what's going on with it. Now there is a new nighttime projection show that's going to be on It's a Small World. Maybe it has to do with the testing for that. I don't know. Literally, no one really knows. All they've done is they just changed the opening date. So it's in May now instead of
We'll see if it
April.
ever opens.
I'm sure it will. But yeah, it's been closed.
There's a possibility
for months.
it won't.
No, there is not a possibility that it will stay closed forever. It's just, I don't know why. That's all we have to say is that it's been changed. Lastly, and this is kind of small, but also kind of a big milestone, the last of the old turnstiles at DCA are now being worked on to replace them. So the only turnstiles that are currently available at California Adventure are the new turnstiles.
Same with Disneyland too, right?
I don't know. I couldn't really find that.
I think they're still doing a few.
I think because there's more turnstiles at Disneyland than there are at DCA.
Yeah.
So I think it's easier for them to finish the ones here at DCA. I do not expect them to start doing anything with like the way these new turnstiles are supposed to work until after the last of Disneyland's turnstiles are covered up. Once those are covered up, I don't think that it's when they're going to be done. I think it's when they're covered up and they only have new turnstiles. That is when I anticipate that they will start using the turnstiles the way they were designed to be used.
Yeah.
As of right now, it's just that the cast members stand in front of the turnstiles to scan your tickets or to scan your magic bands, and then you go through.
Yeah, I don't know how it's going to work because you can do magic bands, you can do
Or the barcode.
barcodes on your phone, you can have printed stuff.
That's still barcodes.
Oh, that's true. And then the tickets that they printed.
Which is barcodes.
Yeah.
So it's either going to be barcodes or it's going to be... And there's a thing to scan the barcodes or there's a touch point for your magic band.
Okay. That answers that.
Yeah. And then there's still cast members around just in case something goes wrong or to answer questions or in case you miss your window to walk through because the gates close again.
Yeah, that's my only qualm is hopefully
We'll see what they have to teach people to do. So here's a fun historical fact for you. When they changed the turnstiles at Walt Disney World for the magic bands, that was back in like the early 2010s. I think it was early 2010s they changed that. They still can't get people to learn how to do this.
Nope.
So there is no hope that even something as simple as this one at Disneyland will ever completely work. Because if people can't be taught how to do a turnstile that isn't really a turnstile, they are not going to figure this out.
Hey, I remember when it was you stuck the thing in, it came out through the end. It's like the turnstiles in the subway in New York City.
That's why it makes sense to people.
And people know how to do that. So,
but they're moving away from that.
Yeah.
So
we'll see.
Anyway, just really quick.
You have no faith in humanity.
I don't.
Oh, me neither. So
yep. Moving on. So that's it for the news. So we're going to go into talking about Lightning Lane Multipass. And to start off with, let's talk about Lightning Lane. As much as I hate it, pains me to have to talk about this, we all need to get the terms Fast Pass or Max Pass out of our vocabulary.
I don't think Max Pass is in everyone's vocabulary. But
some
Fast
it is
Pass
because Max Pass worked so much better.
It did. But yeah, Fast Pass has been used for so many decades at Disneyland.
I understand. I completely understand why people still say Fast Pass, but technically Fast Pass is long gone.
Yep.
So if you keep saying, well, about the Fast Passes, they're not Fast Passes, they're Lightning Lanes. We just have to get used to the vernacular now. That's what they are.
But you also go through the Lightning Lane. That's the actual area.
It's a Lightning Lane pass, and then you go through the Lightning Lane.
Right.
Because it used to be a Fast Pass, and you had to go through the Fast Pass return.
Yeah.
Now you get a Lightning Lane pass, and you enter through the Lightning Lane.
Yep. So many semantics.
Anyway, that's just something that it's kind of bugged me a little bit how long it's taking people to understand the Fast Passes are gone. It's not a Fast Pass, it's a Lightning Lane. That's just a little personal thing for me. But let's talk about why they decided to change this from Genie Plus to Lightning Lane Multipass. And basically it's because they now have 3 basic types of Lightning Lanes that you can purchase. There's Lightning Lane Multipass, Lightning Lane Single Pass, and Lightning Lane Premier Pass. So Lightning Lane Premier Pass is that one that is
very expensive.
Breaks the bank. We actually looked at it. Right now, you can buy it up to 7 days in advance of your trip. This is the one where you get 1 Lightning Lane pass for every single Lightning Lane attraction in both parks.
Whenever you want.
And you can go once, whenever you want. There is no time restriction whatsoever. That's that pass. It is very expensive per person. We actually did we looked today, wonder.
Next Tuesday is only $2.99. Usually it's $3.99. So...
before, they actually just flat out said it was $400. So even the fact they're saying $399, they're trying to make it seem cheaper. But yeah, now it does vary.
Like when you go to buy gas and it's $2.99 and 9/10 of a cent.
Yep. So anyway, that's the Premier Pass. This is the one that we generally don't recommend ever. And unless it's like a once in a lifetime trip.
One day.
That you're not going to be there for very long and you just want to get everything done. And sky's the limit on how much you're willing to spend, then sure, why not? But that's the Premier Pass.
And those hardly ever sell out because they're so dang expensive.
Yeah, never sell out. Then the Single Pass, Lightning Lane Single Pass, there is one attraction in each park that is designated with a Lightning Lane Single Pass. What this means is they are not included in the multi-pass. And so when you buy a Lightning Lane Single Pass, it is literally just good for that one attraction one time. And you don't get to buy more. You get to buy one a day for each attraction. So the only two attractions are Rise of the Resistance at Disneyland and Radiator Springs Racers at California Adventure. Those are the only two in the single pass. So that the biggest thing about it is that they are not included in the multi-pass. Just like all three of these versions, price varies depending on the day.
Yeah. It's usually like 12 to 18 per attraction. I don't know always exactly what it is, but
something like that. And it is always per person. Always remember, all these prices we are giving you are per person. For the Premier Pass, I think the Premier Pass does include the Photo Pass photographers and a few other things as well. That I wouldn't necessarily say that makes it worth the money. Like it's not suddenly like, oh, now it's worth it. No, it's just, it is included. Single Pass only is literally just the ride. That is all it includes and nothing else. What we are going to be talking about today is the Lightning Lane Multi-Pass. So this is the one that used to be called Genie Plus. This is the one that includes every attraction except for the single pass attractions. And you get one pass per attraction per day, but they are time dependent. So are you wanting to go through? We should go through what all the attractions are, right?
Yep, just briefly. So at Disneyland, it's Autopia, Big Thunder, Buzz Lightyear, Haunted Mansion, Holiday, it says.
They haven't updated this in a while, have they?
Good job, Disney. Indiana Jones, It's a Small World, Matterhorn, Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway, Smuggler's Run, Pirates. It still has an asterisk temporarily. Who knows how long that'll be. Roger Rabbit, Space Mountain, Star Tours, and Tiana's. At California Adventure, it includes Goofy's Sky School, Grizzly River Run, Guardians of the Galaxy Mission Breakout, The Incredicoaster, Little Mermaid, Monsters, Inc., Soarin', Toy Story, Midway Mania, and Web Slingers. So it is a fair amount.
Yes.
And the multi-pass, if it's going to be a fairly busy day and you don't mind spending a little bit more, I mean, it does add up if you have tons of people. That's probably a good idea, but it depends.
This one also does include the Photo Pass photographers. Now, it's not the same as saying the attraction photos because those have been free for the past 2 years to everybody. So that's not included. This is literally just the Photo Pass photographers. It is a big perk, except that they advertise that, it's a perk for buying it. But since you have to buy it per person to be able to use all the lightning lanes, you only needed to get the Photo Pass to one person, not all of them, but everyone gets it. It's kind of a weird perk to that. And then there's other things like you get these photo lenses that you get to use. No one cares. So just
someone cares.
No one.
Bob from Anaheim.
His name is Bob Chapek. He's the only one that cared.
Hey, there you go. I wasn't thinking of that, but yep.
Anyway, so speaking of price for this one, when you can purchase it as well. Lightning Lane Multipass costs at minimum $32 per person per day. That is the minimum price. It does change on the day. You cannot know what the price will be until you show up that day. If you show up to the park that day and decide now is when I want to buy the multipass, that is when you will find out what they are charging for multipass that day. So it is a downside. You don't know for certain what you might be paying if you're not wanting to buy it in advance. Now, you can purchase this let's talk about if you don't want to purchase it the day of. So you can...
Once you've entered.
Yeah, you can purchase Lightning Lane as soon as you enter the park.
And if you do decide you want to do it early. Like, make use of it. Don't do it at like 2 p.m. and be like, oh, crap, it's busy around.
You know how we talked about entering the park early no matter what?
Yes.
So, like, enter the park at like 7:45, even though the park opens at 8. At 7:45, you can still purchase the multi-pass, and you can start making selections if you really wanted to. But we would recommend you buy it because they actually can sell out. There are days where, not necessarily first thing in the day, morning, it's usually a few hours into it, that it's no longer available. And so if you are concerned about that, buy it first thing. But again, you will not know the price you are paying until you get in the park that day. And that's when it will tell you. Now, you can purchase this in advance. You can purchase it, anytime in advance. Ideally, when you buy your tickets.
So that's now I'm confused because you're saying you only know how much it will be the day of. How do you then buy it before?
So here's how it works. If you buy it before you arrive, you lock in that $32 a day. Whatever if they raise the minimum price, it's whatever the minimum price is. It locks it in, and you are guaranteed to pay the minimum price per day. However, if you purchase in advance, you are not able to pick and choose which days you want the multi-pass.
It has to be all of them. That's right.
It needs to be every day.
That's right.
And so it's a catch-22. Like, you could potentially pay more per day, but only buy like one day or 2 days. Or you could pay less per day, but you have to pay for it every day. And so that's the advantages or disadvantages to doing an advance or day of. Another advantage to advance, it will not sell out because they just don't do that. Yeah. If you buy it in advance, they will always let you have that availability.
And you can purchase on the app on Disneyland.com or through an authorized travel professional. If only we knew one of those. Getaway today?
Yeah.
But you can also, evidently upgrade your existing tickets to include it if you want to plan before.
That you can. So even if you're like thinking about it, but you don't know if you want to add it on yet, don't add it on yet. And if you decide later that you want to add it on, you can.
Yep.
But you can't really like take it off.
No. There's no...
So if you're only on the fence, I would recommend don't buy it yet, buy it later. But if you just know that you're going to want it, then go ahead and buy it to begin with.
When people ask me for advice, like at work, and say, should I buy the multi-pass? It really depends. If you are going to be going on a day that is clearly a holiday or some weekend that... Like, if you look at a crowd calendar and it says it's going to be very busy, then you may want to consider it. But I wouldn't necessarily just jump to it and say you have to.
I know so many people that say, oh, it's like a necessary evil that you have to use it.
Not
I
necessarily.
Just don't think that that's necessarily the case.
You will probably get almost as many rides done if you go really early and just
it's going to take a little bit more planning to know what to do with your afternoon. And you might get a few less attractions in a day, but not like a significant number fewer. But it will take more planning.
But the problem is when you're trying to get a new Lightning Lane and it's like 2 p.m., you may not be able to redeem it until 7 or 8. So the afternoon's not magically saved by having multi-pass. So
to an extent it is, I would argue.
A little bit.
If you know what you're doing.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's so many people that say you absolutely have to, and I just would never say that you absolutely have to. It's just so much money.
Yeah, especially if you have a party of 4 or 5 or whatever, like it can get crazy.
Yeah. I do have to mention, if you're a Magic Key holder, there are times of year where you get a discount and you would actually get 50% off of MultiPass. It's not all the time. It's only select times of year. Disney will let you know when that next time is coming. I don't think we've actually had a month of that since January.
Yeah, I don't think so. Not that often. They did used to do discounts.
It was 20% every day.
Yeah.
But now they've changed it to 50%, but it's only on certain times. So there's that.
February 39th.
Yep. All right, let's talk about some of our strategies when it comes to using the Lightning Lane multipass, because without fail, we'll rope drop something like Indiana Jones or Space Mountain. I swear it happens more often with Space Mountain, but it doesn't matter. We'll rope drop something somewhat major, somewhat popular, maybe not the most popular ride to rope drop. And so we are walking through the standby line, and we're like walking through the whole line because it's empty. And we see people walking through the Lightning Lane.
Yeah, total waste.
it is such a waste of time and money because we're just like, well, remember, you only get one lightning lane pass per attraction.
Yeah, the whole point of buying it really is to try to save time. And if you have done the same thing as someone who's waiting in line and didn't pay for it, and you're going at the exact same time, you didn't save time. So if you are thinking of doing that, like that particular attraction, plan it for some time else, and then go on an attraction that doesn't have a wait, whether it's one with lightning lane or not.
So my general recommendation is when you open up the app to go and make your first selection, you may not want to make a selection right away because you might look and it'll say that the latest available selection isn't until 8:30 a.m. That's not late enough. I wouldn't get any sort of selection until at the earliest 9:30.
Yeah, maybe 9 or 9:30.
At the earliest, and it would depend on the attraction. Because basically, you could go on all these rides in that first hour and a half, 2 hours, and not use Lightning Lane, and you're not really going to wait any. And so you could ride some of these rides twice. Once through the standby and once with a lightning lane.
One nice thing is it does show the current wait time for standby when you select it. So you can kind of judge based on that. If it says 5 minutes and you really want to go on that ride right now, just go ride it. And then you can do it. That's the nice thing about if you have like a short standby line and you also get to do the lightning lane, then you can do it multiple times. Otherwise, if you're just going based on lightning lane, you can only do the attractions once.
Yes. And so you might be wondering, well, then why would I want to book something so late out in the future? Because let's say that maybe you actually get your first lightning lane and it's for like 10:30. And you might be like, why would I want to do that? We'll say it's 7:45 when you made, well, it's not going to be 7:45.
8.
It'll probably be more closer to like 8 or 8:30 when you make that selection. With lightning lanes, you have a 2-hour window or when you redeem the lightning lane. So it's either, you have to wait until either you have redeemed the lightning lane or 2 hours have passed, whichever comes first, before you can make your next selection.
Yeah, that's the double-edged sword of it. It's true, you could probably get a lightning lane for 8:30 or 8:45, but if it's not busy, you've used it. Yeah, sure, you can get a new one, but then like you've kind of wasted that one. So
yeah. So we recommend you try and get one that's further out in the morning because A, the lines will actually be longer then. And then B, if it's late enough in the morning, you actually could make another lightning lane selection before you've even used the first one.
yeah.
And then again, you just wait 2 hours. And even if that next one was for like 2 p.m. and you haven't used it yet, you wait 2 hours, you get another lightning lane. We have done it before where we kept doing this time and time again, and we eventually had like 4 lightning lanes all at once, and we hadn't used any of them. Time had just elapsed, and we'd been going on rides just through the standby line.
Yep.
And then afternoon came, and this is when the lines are at their absolute worst.
And you've already had some planned.
And lo and behold, you have lightning lanes all
like
afternoon.
4 attractions.
And so you're able to go on these rides at busy times without waiting in line.
Yep. And there's definitely some, like, I would never do early lightning lane for Autopia or Small World or Pirates or Tiana's because it's always cold in the morning. Like, if you want to do one fairly early, Indiana Jones, very popular. Space Mountain, always a long line. Big Thunder can be. Like, you have to kind of look at what the trends are and what the wait times are to see which ones you want to start stacking at the beginning.
And that's the term that we're talking about here is stacking. This is what this is called when you just keep getting lightning lanes and you're not using them yet, is you're stacking them.
Technically, so if you were to plan out a whole bunch of fairly busy ones, and then say like 3 p.m. comes around, you're still kind of waiting for one, but the Autopia or Small World only has like a 10 or 15 minute wait, then you can get that, and then like once you've used it in the very close future, then you can get another one too. So like you keep stacking.
That's the other thing.
Stack.
Yeah. And so like he was saying, like get those smaller attractions later in the day because they're good fillers when it's like, okay, so the line's like 25 minutes, or I could go on it right now.
Yeah. Because that's often the case is it'll show a time right now rather than like 10 p.m.
And so why not just do it? Do it that way. It's great. And then you might have some lightning lanes that are still going later in the evening and you might not. It just depends. If you're park hopping, which we highly recommend.
Yes,
because
if you're doing multi-pass,
it's the
do
same
park hopping.
It's the same price whether you park hop or not, and all the rides are included.
We don't recommend going back and forth.
No,
kind of plan like stack in one of the parks and do a bunch there, and then
start stacking in the other park.
Yeah.
And stay there.
But the nice thing is, like, if you're over at DCA, you're like, I've already done 4 or 5 of the major attractions, which is the entire park. Let's not get into that. Then you can say, like, you can look in the app and say, well, I'm going to look at the other park. So.
I guess we need to mention this in case people don't already know, because we take this for granted. When you make a selection, you're given an hour window to return. You can show up as early as 5 minutes before that window.
I think it's 5 before and technically up to 15 after. If some extenuating circumstance happened, you could kind of talk your way in. Usually if you say like, oh, we had a dinner reservation or something.
But know this, at Disneyland, they're much stricter about these windows than at Disney World.
Yep.
When you go to redeem it, you can either click redeem in the app and it will bring up your barcodes, or you can scan your magic bands, one or the other. I also need to mention this because I realized I forgot to say it. You should have every person's ticket linked to every person's account.
Yeah, have them all together.
Because if you're all trying to do this individually, you will never get the same time.
Yeah, it might be close, but you want to have someone making these. And that's, like Jordan said, if you have everyone's ticket on everyone's phone, like maybe you don't have good cell service in that section, or you're busy, you're in the bathroom or something. Like, so be able to communicate and have flexibility of who's actually booking them.
Yes.
That will just help. They often go fast. You can also modify them too.
Yes, you're the king of that.
So like you get one and you're like, oh, it's an attraction I want, but it's not really the time I want. Once you've made it, like, still get it because you can always cancel it, but then thankfully they've made it so you can modify it. So you go in, click modify, and then it'll show you. I think at the top it shows
the times for that
particular attraction. But then if you kind of scroll through, you can also see if there's something else. I swear, I don't know if it's true, but I swear once you get one, the computer program still prefers to give one that's newly opened to you. It might be just in my head, but yeah, definitely try to change it if like there's an attraction you absolutely have to do, but it's a terrible time.
Like 9 p.m., but you know that you don't want to do that time. We've had that happen many, many, many times, and we're able to move that up several hours.
Yep. And check it like a lot. Like do the
many
like click back,
times.
click back, click modify, click back, click like.
I think there's a way to refresh it too.
Yeah, refresh whatever you need.
Whatever you need to do. Oh, it works so well.
They change a lot, and you have to grab them quickly.
Don't
think. Just grab.
When you see a time that's great for a ride that's great, do not sit around saying, "Hey guys, should I grab this?" Grab it.
It'll be gone.
If people decide afterward they don't want it, you can cancel it. But grab it.
I don't know how. It's probably only like 5 seconds of a window because I don't know how it works. It's really frustrating.
Basically,
Sometimes
it's showing you this is what's available right at this instant.
Absolute instant that this computer program did it. It is frustrating, but sometimes you will do it really quickly, and it'll say time is no longer available. Sorry, that's just part of the deal. So be flexible.
The last thing that we need to mention to you is what will happen if during your return window the ride is down. So what will happen, say it's Indiana Jones, because it's going to be Indiana Jones.
It happens all the time.
It will be Indiana Jones. Just saying. That you go back and Indiana Jones is now closed, even though it's your return window. If you then look at your lightning lane in your app, it will have changed to say that it is now a multiple experiences pass. They do that because you've been inconvenienced. So
it will show a list of attractions that you can then use it on.
You can always go on that same attraction again anytime the rest of the day, does not matter when.
That it reopens.
Or there is a list, and you can click on the list and it'll tell you what attractions you're available to go on.
I swear it used to be a bigger list. I don't think it's quite as big as it used to be.
They've tiered all the attractions, so like if you had Mickey and Minnie's, and then that goes down, you can't use your lightning lane for Mickey and Minnie's to go on Space Mountain.
Or Matterhorn or something.
But you can go on other attractions. And so look at the list, and it'll tell you what is available. But the upside to this, the minute that it changes to a multiple experience pass, if you had not already been able to do so, you can get another lightning lane.
Yep.
Because it doesn't technically count as a lightning lane, technically. Also, say it was for Indiana Jones, and you decide that you want to go use that instead on Thunder Mountain, you will still be able to go in and get another lightning lane for Indiana Jones because it doesn't consider it in the system as you having gotten a lightning lane for Indiana Jones.
And you can still get a Big Thunder if you haven't done that.
Yes, and if you hadn't done Big Thunder yet, you can still get a lightning lane for Big Thunder.
So it's not necessarily a bad thing if a ride breaks down. Don't freak out.
We love getting them for Indy
Yes.
because it will break down, and then you're like, we've got multiple experiences. So
Yeah, you're not going to have it happen many times in the day, but for 1 or 2 attractions, it's possible.
and it's such a nice little perk.
Yeah.
But you have to keep an eye on it and do decide what you want to do with it. Maybe you do want to just hang on to it and use it for that one ride. Maybe.
That's fine.
And that's okay. But I'm just letting you know, these are your options. It's actually such a wonderful thing when the ride breaks down and we have multi-pass, we're just like, yes!
Grab another one.
So keep an eye on that one.
Yeah.
And again, that one also works in both parks. If you have a park hopper, it will show you what's available in both parks to use that pass on.
We don't do multi-pass that much anymore, but when we do, follow these directions.
Yeah, it makes such a huge difference. And I don't want to see you using your lightning lane for Thunder Mountain at 8:15 in the morning.
No,
because
it's
that is such a
worthless.
waste of time.
Yep. You may bypass 6 people. Maybe. I just, it pains me when I'm in the standby line and seeing people use it, and it's got to be frustrating for people who are like, oh, wait, did we just, like, we didn't pass? I've heard people say that, like, oh, well, that was worthless.
I also wonder if there's some people that think it's like the Fast Pass was, where you could get pass after pass after pass for the same attraction. But Lightning Lane Multi-Pass isn't like that. You
Just
get
one.
one per attraction.
Even the premier $1 billion one is just one.
You get one. Even the single pass, you get one. So use it wisely. Otherwise, you're going to get done like, well, that sucked. I don't even know why we did that. I'm like, I don't know why you did that
I
either.
don't either. Thankfully, Disneyland has more attractions than Disney World does for like that will actually benefit you.
Yes.
It's not Figment or some meet and greet. I love Figment, don't get me wrong.
Or
but it's
Muppets.
completely worthless. Yeah.
The way Muppets was.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were totally worthless.
Don't talk about Muppets.
Disneyland doesn't have any completely worthless ones. So that is an upside.
There are better ones than others, but
Yes.
yeah, so consider it if you're really, really unsure. Maybe just buy it on one of the days you're there and see if you like it, and then you can still do it the other days. It's not going to be so exorbitantly high that it's not going to be like $40 more than if you would have planned before. But like Jordan said, you can only do it for just certain days if you buy the day of.
But also, do consider if you do decide to buy it, use those PhotoPass photographers. If it's included in this stupid price, use it.
Use it to its fullest. Go on every attraction that it includes, and
go on, use every time you walk past a photographer, just stop and like,
Use it.
take our picture.
Yeah. Hey, you.
Don't threaten them like that.
Take my picture
Take
right
my picture now. They're like, okay, I'm sorry. But anyway, hopefully this helps you guys out a little bit. I know multipass is very confusing.
Yeah,
it's not the easiest thing in the world,
I
but
still don't like the name.
I don't like it either.
Why are they adding? They'll next time they'll call it the Lightning Lane Multipass Convenience System for riding
For
attractions.
good times. Probably. Don't hold it. Don't think that they won't. Anyway, so hopefully this helps. You can also talk to our friends at Getaway Today a lot about MultiPass. They are very familiar with how this works. They test it out all the time. They will also be able to help you, like Dan mentioned earlier, add that to your park tickets if you so choose, and it can still be part of the specials they have going on. So use our link in the description to talk with them.
Make sure you follow us on Instagram and Facebook. We're still terrible at this. I don't know why we're so terrible at this
Lately,
now.
it's actually been because I've been asleep. But anyway, it's all good. And then also make sure that you subscribe to the podcast to get new episodes as they drop. And we will see you guys next week.
Bye.
Bye.